Hello, and welcome everyone to Ed Talk TV, Conversations Worth Having. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It has been an amazing day, so much fun. We're going to talk about that. We're going to dive deep into a little behind the scenes of what I've been up to, kind of how you can apply things that you're doing in your business and share them on social media. We're going to get all into that. So don't go anywhere. Sit tight, get your water, get your popcorn, because I know we got some UK viewers. They might be trying to stay up late. Grab your tea, grab whatever, and hang out with us. Be sure to share, but most importantly, be sure to comment. We want comments. Look, I'm seeing you guys are already in here. Yay, Chrissy's here. Yep, perfect. Lori, awesome. Erica, sweet. I love it. Yes, Chrissy's been having an amazing week. So excited for her, and she's been sharing some great stuff inside of Check with Ed Monthly group, so it's awesome. I love it. So if this is your first time joining, welcome. I am your host, Ed, and around here we love to engage, not just with me, but everyone in the comments. So please be sure to not only share this broadcast out, but let people know who you are. Join in the conversation, because that's what it's about. Tammy's in the house. That's what this whole show's about, is really having that conversation, even if you're watching the replay. Let's be real here. Most people catch the replay, okay? I'm fortunate enough to have a ton of you guys show up every day, Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time when we go live. I am so fortunate to have you guys show up all the time, even if it's just for a few minutes. Most of you stay for the whole broadcast. And then there's some of you who may not make it on a certain day, and you still watch the replay in small bite-sized chunks throughout the following day. That's awesome. That's what it's all about. So even if you're catching this replay, no worries. Be sure to still comment. And you can always still share, of course, too, but comment with each other, because that's what's important. That's what we're going to talk about today, and how you can get your next client, okay? So we're going to talk about that. But first, we got to pump those brakes. We can't give out the goods right away. I got a couple things that we have to address first, okay? So first, let me see these comments. Hey, Ed, my bed is calling me. Vicky, my bed is calling me too. I'm telling you. I am glad that we have this time together, because otherwise I would be taking a nap right now. That's just real talk. Erica, remind me, I need to ask you about links in Facebook posts later. I will try to remind you to remind me that. That makes sense. We're gonna get a little crazy today. So there you have it. So first off, before we even get any further into this episode, before we even dive into random news and do all of that, let's talk about two things. One, pinned comment. For those who are regulars, you know what that is. For those who are new, we have a pinned comment that shows you the website for Ed Talk TV, which is edtalktv.com. That allows you to see previous episodes, know more about the show, become a guest. Yes, you can become a guest right here on the show and share what you know to the world. And then also, if you're looking for training around going live on Facebook, using the Facebook Creator app, that's all there too. And then there's also the link for my new Check with Ed Monthly, which is basically virtual tech support for you guys, but it's more than that. It really is. I mean, you guys know. You know I give more than that. So there it is. Thank you, Tammy. That was awesome. And we'll talk about what Tammy is mentioning right now. So, well, not right now, because we have to get to point number 2, and then we'll get there. So that was point number 1. So point number 2 is we have a complaint. So the complaint department received this complaint yesterday, and it's one that we are trying to figure out how to deal with this. Now, let me ask you guys, even if you're watching the replay, let me ask you how you would deal with this complaint, okay? Are you guys ready? So after yesterday's broadcast, I had a replay viewer who actually submitted to the complaint department, about how much free, valuable, quality content we give away here on the show daily, 5 days a week. I know. It's very frustrating. As a host, as a business owner, as even a viewer like you, it's very frustrating when you get these kind of complaints. because you just don't know what to do, right? I mean, there's just so much that we're giving away each episode, and you would think that, that was good, right? But it's a lot, and it's free, and it's like, well, where do we go now? So, we're having the complaint department look it over. Yep, time for a policy overhaul. Yep, thank you, Lori. That's what I think we're going to have to deal with. We're going to have to have a team meeting. We're going to have to talk about the show. We're going to have to figure out, where we go from here. Yeah, you kind of scratch your head, right? Yeah, Whitney. So if you guys are just tuning in, we had a complaint that, we're giving away too much free, valuable content daily, and it's hard for you to keep up. So I get it. I understand. I know. It's a lot. You guys, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. So it was a joke. Yeah, we did get a joke complaint, but yeah, it was fun. We had a good time with it. It's tell a person to feel free to pay you. Exactly, Mickey. Yeah, you guys know, like, to be honest, so here's a tip for you guys. Here's a tip. So, you guys are awesome. I should write a book. Tammy, don't even get me started on the book part. There's probably at least 3 books in the making right now. I just need somebody to actually write them. Like, I think one of them has probably at least 20 pages written from me, but we need to get somebody else to write it. Like, we need somebody to do this with me so they can just do it. Because that's something I need to outsource, because otherwise it's never going to get done. But yes, you guys are awesome. I love you guys. So it was a joke. A friend and I were joking about this, and that's why I wanted to bring it to you guys, because I thought that was fun. Because you guys are all like, wait, what? Huh? What's going on here? Yeah, no. Yes, ghostwriters do. That's what I'm thinking, Tammy. I need to get a ghostwriter for doing that stuff, because I'm sorry, but I got some good stuff. I mean, you guys know, you show up here, do a video, and then transcribe it into a book. Ooh, look at April. I like that. That is what I'm talking about, thinking outside the box, right? And I probably should do that. Then I have to organize it, though. And I love organizing, but you know how it is when it comes to your own stuff. You kind of get a little crazy. So I know, I'm making excuses, right? Like we talked about the other day. And so what, Ed? Like, move on, like, get it done. So anyway, so that was our little icebreaker joke, right? Like the complaint department, which I'm the complaint department, and me giving away too much free. Tying back into Mickey's comment, how she was like, well, they can pay you. Well, here is a fun tip for you guys that you can apply to your business as well. And again, are you ready with pen and paper? Because this is gold. All of this stuff you guys get for free is good. We love this. So when it comes to your business, whether you're just starting out or you're already in business, did you know that you can actually set up a PayPal.me account, so PayPal.me, and have your business with its own PayPal account? So let me show you what that means. I'm going to go ahead and actually bring up my Facebook page, because I want to show you where I put mine, because this is something that actually came up early on in my business, to be honest, where somebody had asked how they could, well, actually, let me back up. So when I first started out in business, I created one of these links through PayPal. Then I had somebody who had just looked over my blog and enjoyed the content that I was bringing. This is before Ed Talk TV, okay? I had somebody look over all of my stuff and ask me if I had a PayPal.me account. And I said, oh yeah, of course, I have it right here. And so I sent it to them, and the next thing I know, I got a ding from PayPal saying $50 was deposited into my account. Say what? What? And then I saw who it was. It was the same person. And yeah, April, Ed is giving away more free and great content. He's going to get more complaints now. Yeah, the complaint department is going to be flooded. So here is the thing. Let me bring up my page here. So this, I'm just going to copy it and share it with you guys. So there's two things going on here before I share this. Let me back it up. So the person who had asked for that PayPal.me account had deposited $50, gave me $50, and I was like, whoa, like, thank you. I mean, I didn't expect that. And they simply did that because they felt that it was worth it. They were like, you know, you did great. You're providing this content, like, and this is not, by the way, let me back up. This is not to sell you guys on trying to buy me or pay me anything for this stuff. Like, this is what I love to do. I'm just giving you the example so that you can apply it in your business too, and to be prepared, right? Because we're all about being prepared. So she did that just because she wanted to. And I'm like, wow, like, this is super cool. But I was ready, right? Like, that's the point that I'm getting to here, is that I was ready. And so I want you to be ready as well. So you can create a free account at paypal.me. Can we send cookies? I'm all about the cookies. Chocolate chip cookies are my favorite, just saying. So if I'm just going to show you paypal.me/Troxel Creative. So I'm going to show you this one, and I'm going to go on my phone just to make sure that that was correct there. And so that is what a paypal.me account looks like when you have one for your business, okay? So when you do that, it will don't go there now. Don't click on it now. Hold your horses. You can do it afterwards. But when you do that, you'll be able to go through and see that it's just my business. And I'm just checking out my phone real quick. Yeah, Ed Troxel Creative. So I'm going to pull it up on my phone here for you. So it brings up my business right there. And all you have to do is type in whatever you want. So let me just show you on the computer, because we're on the computer and we have time. So let's just do that. I don't even know why we were going on the phone there. Just to be creative. So let me go ahead and flip my screen. And then my color is all weird. So let me go to my screen here. And you can see here, and then we're going to go paypal.me/Ed Troxel Creative. So I want to show you guys this. So if you were just going to sign up on your account, you just go to paypal.me by itself. But what's the difference between PayPal Business and a .me account? Good question, Erica. I think they're tied, if I remember correctly, because I set this up so long ago, I believe they're tied to each other. It's just the paypal.me is a quick avenue for people to drop money. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I think it is. Yeah, I'm looking at Mickey's comment. I have a business PayPal account. My clients' payments go there, and then I toss it over to my business checking. Yeah, perfect, Mickey. Yeah, that's exactly how you can do it. So see how I have just this blank, I mean not blank, but this basic page. That's literally all it is that this link will give you. And then here's the cool thing. You can learn more about my business, which is just, I need to update this, change this a little bit. But then here's the cool thing. You literally can put in any amount you want. Or, let me see if I can remember the code, or the code for this. I think it's, let's see if this works. No, that didn't work. Okay, so there's a way for you to, maybe it's just -25. Bear with me, guys, because I haven't used this in a long time in terms of trying to do this little demo for it. But what's cool about paypal.me is that you literally can have it set, so that didn't work. But you can have it set so that it just goes directly to this page and people can do whatever. Now, here's what I've done with this. I'm going to pop it in the comments there. What I just posted there in the comments says, want to treat, I'm going to put it on the screen here so you can see it. Want to treat me to coffee? I won't say no to that. And so then what I did was I took the link, so this paypal.me link, I made it into a bit.ly link just to keep it clean and easy. And then also I can just see how many clicks it actually gets. That's kind of fun to see. But that's going above and beyond, right? So that's just an extra bonus for you right there. But that's how you can utilize that kind of of page, if you will, or that kind of service, just to be ready, because you don't know when somebody's going to want to give you money. Like, you just don't know. And so I'm trying to see if I can get this like color back, because we're not trying to be orange up in here. Give me a second. Oh, this lighting is killing me. Let's try that. Let's see if that will be at least a little bit better there. So then, you know what? We'll pop on some light here. Lighting's just so important, you guys. I don't know. For me, it's just one of those things. So, okay. So that's how you can do it. You can send a link for them to pay. Exactly, Chrissy. So that's just something to be aware of and to know about. See if that's any better. Boom. We'll just do that. We'll just do that. So that's just a little extra for you there, is being able to take something like that and run with it. You guys, we haven't even jumped into today's content. Look at that. It's crazy. Crazy. So anyway, that's something that you can test out, you can look into if you don't already have one, and just run with that and see if that's worth it for you. But like I said, it's just something there to have. If you don't use it, doesn't matter. At least you're ready and you have it. And you can actually see that I put that on my About section here on the Facebook page. Chances are a lot of people don't check out the About section. I do. Do you? Replay viewers, let us know too. Do you check out somebody's About page on their Facebook page? Do you check out their About section on their Facebook page? Let me know. Let me just look in the comments here. Oh, I feel ya. Isn't that how, like, yeah, Apple Pay, Cash, yeah, those are different options as well, Erica. Those are all similar ideas, right? PayPal.me is kind of like what was the beginning, I'll say. And I already had that set up, and so it's just easy. And then you literally can provide the link to anybody, and they can just go with it. They don't have to have Apple Pay or the Cash App or Vimeo or any of that stuff. So yeah, it just all depends. So let's get to random news. So random news, there's a couple things that I want to show you. One is going to be based off of user experience when you come to a website. And I'm going to see if I can get it to go when I do this. So give me a second here. You guys, I love this website. Let me back up before you guys get me on this. I love the content that gets posted on this website. I do not love, sorry Mashable, I've tried to tell you, but I do not love the design of this website. And I've been trying to express that to them so that they can fix this user experience. But let me show you right now what I mean by that. I'm scrolling through, and there was that big ad at the top. This whole thing is an ad. I can't get to anything until right there. It's slow. Like, this is not just my internet right now, you guys. This is slow because there's so much going on this page. And then this is probably one of the worst user experience ads I've seen on a website. Let me try this. So when I came to this website first, this is what happened. Watch. Let's see if it will. Look at this. Look at this. Are you guys seeing? Like, you tell me, what are you seeing when that happens? Is that something you like or no? Look at that. Let me get this off the screen. I came to this page and that started happening, and I was like, what is going on right now? Like, what is happening to this website right now? That you guys don't have that. I don't care how much the ad is. Do not have that on your website, because if you have that, yeah, exactly, Lori, right? It's jiggly. It's all over the place. That is a terrible user experience. The fact that let's back up. I'm coming to your website to have that. It's a wreck in Ralph's promo, right? Yeah, exactly. Like, I get it. I get, like, why it's all jiggly, because it's tying into that Disney movie, Ralph Breaks the Internet. Like, okay, I get that. I understand. The problem is, as a user coming to your website, I could care less about that because, one, you don't know if I like Disney movies or not. Two, it's an ad. Three, it's messing up the entire page and all of its content. Like, it's all bad. So don't do it. Don't do it. It's fun, it's cute, it works for whatever that movie is, but not on your website. And if you're going to have it on your website, make it a landing page for those specific people that want to see it. Because having it on a big website like this is not okay. I'm just going to say it. I know. I'm just going to say it. Yeah, as a user, it's super frustrating. Exactly. And I will say, sites like this, again, I love the content. I want to help them out. I've sent my feedback, but you're providing content. And it's a huge site, you guys. And a lot of people are there they come there for the content. I don't want to be bogged down with all of these ads. I don't want to be messed up with, literally, I wanted to abandon the website right away. Instantly. I didn't want to come back. And that's not okay. So you don't want that. So when you're building your site, when you're looking at it and you're thinking, oh, I want to get an ad, I want to make money off my website. Okay, that's great, but think about the user experience. Understand that it's not just about making money. Yes, you need to make money, but you also have to be aware of your user experience and understand that if you don't have users coming to your site, no matter how good that ad pays you for the click or whatever, if nobody comes to your site, you don't get any clicks, which means you don't get paid. So understand that you have to be aware of that. It's not just slap an ad on your website and call it a day and start making money. It's the same thing with affiliate marketing. You're not just going to be an affiliate marketer, which for those who don't know what that means, you represent a brand or a business and you get a little cut. For example, if you are, I'll use me. If you wanted web hosting, I have what's called an affiliate link for the web hosting business that I use, which is called SiteGround. So if you wanted to use them, instead of going to their website directly, you would say, hey, Ed, can I get that affiliate link? Or you would just go to my website and you would see that it's on there under the tools. And then you would click on that link, which has a little extra info on it that tells SiteGround, hey, this person came from Ed. We're going to give him some money if they sign up with one of our plans. And then that's how it works. So that's kind of a quick breakdown of affiliate marketing, which is great. But that doesn't mean go sign up for everyone who offers affiliate marketing. You need to pick the right ones and the ones that you're going to keep track of, because just because you sign up, like anything else, just because you sign up doesn't mean that that's money in your pocket. You still have to work for it. You still have to inform people and remind them and follow up and check on all that. Hey, Mindy. So just keep that in mind, okay, you guys? So that's how it goes with the user experience and ads and things like that. So let's pop over to random news, then we'll dive into some more behind the scenes stuff and talk about what happened today and how it's going to help you and your business. And let's go back to our website here and ask you, before I switch over, how many of you have noticed on Facebook a little message that's popped up, most likely on your personal profile as you're going through your feed, that's talking about this facial recognition? Has anybody heard about this? Has anybody seen this? Even if you're watching the replay, let me know. I'm going to take a sip of water because I am thirsty. I told you I'm thirsty. Facial recognition. Yeah, Erica, have you seen that? I'm guessing you have. A few of you probably have been seeing this. It's popped up in the news feed. Yes, kind of creepy, right? Right? I know. It's one of those things, just like we have to get used to live video, we have to get used to facial recognition because it's been around and it's going to be around. It's not going to go anywhere, and we're going to start using it more and more. We've seen that with the latest iPhone, and Facebook now is bringing it more to our attention. I'm just looking at the comments. Great reminder. Just got my statement for 3 months from Amazon affiliates. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so real quick, let's talk about Amazon affiliates for a second. 45 cents, that is amazing, because sometimes with Amazon affiliates, you're lucky if you even get 25 cents, right? So I remember the day when I first made, I think 1 month was like enough to buy a $3 cup of coffee. Yeah, I know. Where do you get $3 cup of coffee? I can't remember, but yes, exactly. Be proud that you're hydrating, Ed. Yes, exactly, right, Mickey? We were talking about that on Mickey's show on Monday about hydration and how it's important. You guys, when you are going live, whether it's on Facebook or in person on a stage or whatever, you need to have water near you. You have to hydrate yourself, because the minute you start talking, the minute that the lights are on you, the minute that your brain is like in this, okay, go mode, you are dehydrated instantly. So you have to have a lot of water. I'm just saying, like, I'm preparing you guys. So Facebook now has, well, they've had the facial recognition for a while. It's been there. And actually, they talked about it last year, late last year in the 2017. But now we're starting to see the message pop up on our screen. So let me flip over to our screen here. And you've probably seen, this is an example message here. You've probably started to see this. It actually shows up pretty, I don't want to say, how do I say it? Basically, it doesn't show up, it doesn't stand out in your newsfeed. You kind of just see this message as you're scrolling through, and you almost miss it. But basically what they're doing, and, you know, we'll see how it goes. You know, maybe this is why Facebook isn't, maybe this is why Facebook's not adding us to the Facebook Watch platform, because our show is just too good and they just don't want us to be talking about them. But when you have this, and Chrissy, can I explain what it is? Oh, the facial recognition. Yeah. So I thought you were talking about being dehydrated, because I'm trying to drink more water again. But no, I got you. So when it comes to this facial recognition, basically what Facebook is doing, and here I will take this link and I'll drop it in the comments for you guys so you can read it later, not now, later, and take a look at that. But basically they're talking about how they have had facial recognition. It's there to help you with getting your photos recognized, so that way it helps protect your identity and some things like that. So, you know, the big picture is that they're trying to make it sound as a benefit for us. I'm not saying it's not. I just don't have all the details to say yay or nay on it. But let's be real. When it comes to facial recognition, we know that it's going to be used for other things, I'm sure, just like anything else. And we have to remember that Facebook is a rented space. They have information. We provide so much information that they can pull from. So it's just all part of a business and a database like anyone else. Now, the reason why it's becoming more in the news today, and why people are starting to talk about it and see this, is because they realized at the end of last year that people wanted a simpler way to turn on and off this facial recognition. So you'll see here, I'll give you a quick preview, and then we'll transition over to today's topic. But you'll actually see that they give you step-by-step tutorial from the mobile version, as well as down below it will have for the actual desktop version. And so you'll be able to see there how you can turn on and off that option. But basically it just allows you to have your face be recognized when there's a photo of you taken. Now, again, you can read the article later, but I know one part that I was reading, it was talking about how, you know, if somebody tried to use a photo of you for a fake account. To me, that sounds pretty good, like to be able to recognize and know, like, hey, you're not Ed because this guy's Ed, right? So there are going to be benefits for sure. we'll just see. But it's been around, so it's not like it's brand new. It's been around. You're just now starting to hear about it because they have now an option for you to easily turn it on or off. Why did that happen? Tell me. We kind of just mentioned it. But why would Facebook mention an easier option to turn it on and off? What prompted that? Even if you're watching the replay. Oh yeah, Lori, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. Anytime you upload your photos to Facebook, you ever see the little square that goes around I have to go this way. Square that goes around your face, and you can tag somebody. Sometimes it suggests who you are. You might see this also in Google Photos. iPhone Photos does that a little bit too. I know on the Mac it does, but on iPhone I don't really pay too close of attention to that because I don't use the facial recognition for it. But yeah, facial recognition's been around for a long time. It's just now it's starting to be utilized a lot more and come up to, the public eye a little bit more, if you will. Tired of fake retired military guys trying to friend you. Yeah, a lot of spam, that's for sure. So that's that. So let's talk about what happened today. Oh, before we do that, I didn't answer the question. You guys didn't answer the question. So the reason they're bringing that up is because they got feedback. They listened to their users because their users gave them feedback. Remember, feedback's important. It's strengths and opportunities. In this case, there was an opportunity for Facebook to make it easier for their users to have the option to turn on or off the facial recognition. So again, that's why you need to ask and listen to your audience. Pay attention to what they're trying to tell you and understand that there's always a way to fine-tune things and that chances are you're going to be always fine-tuning something. So just be open to that. So that was that answer. Now, today, does anybody know, because I know some people might, even if you're watching the replay, does anybody know what I did this morning? We'll just start there. What did I do this morning? And then we're going to talk about that because it's going to help you and your business for this. So let me know. Be sure to not only comment, share, but also show some emotions there. Boom. We're almost out of water. So this morning, I actually had the option. Erica doesn't do hashtag morning coffee with Ed, I think is what Mickey came up with the other day. I saved it somewhere, so I love it. No, I haven't been online much. No problem, Chrissy. You worked with a nonprofit client. Yes, Mickey and Tammy. Love it. Ed went live. Yes, I did. Okay, so let me give you the backstory on this, and then I want you to watch at least a little bit of that video later. It's actually here on the page. It's going to be right before this post, actually. I shared it from my personal profile because I went live on my personal profile and then just shared it here to the business page. But let me give you a little insight on this because this is how, get out of bed, hashtag coffee with Ed. So I have this saved somewhere. You guys, we will see if we can get a morning show. How fun would that be if we could do a morning show and an evening show? We'd be like the news, but better, right? Like just spreading joy, having a blast, getting good, valuable content, like boom. Like we just need a little bit of ad money somewhere to keep things going, and we'd be in business for both sides there. Chrissy, right? I know, it's awesome. I love that. So nobody can steal that because Mickey came up with it, and it's for the show. So there it is. So this morning, I had the honor, the privilege, it was so much fun to be up on stage at an event here in my area. So before I get into that a little bit further, let me give you a quick backstory. Again, you'll still want to watch the video, but I'm going to give it to you here just in case you absolutely cannot watch it. So one of my clients is a local nonprofit, and they're amazing. And they had a big kickoff breakfast event this morning, which I got to be a part of. I'm helping them with marketing and website and all kinds of stuff, like basically tech and customer service and marketing and all that. Excuse me. So what is cool is that I was able to attend the breakfast this morning and speak around social media and help people with fundraising ideas and how to utilize social media and what we did with the website to make it more user friendly, right? This is what we talk about all the time. And so what was awesome is, and the reason I'm pointing this out is so that you guys can go look at what I did with the video, because this is something I want you to start thinking about with your business and what you do. Because here's the thing. I'm going to kind of be all over the place here, but I'll try to keep it together for you guys. When you do work like I do, which a lot of you are probably working from home, behind a computer, with your clients or soon-to-be clients, and sometimes it's hard to capture that moment, right, to share on social media. It's hard to take a picture or take a video or go live because it's just you and your computer screen. So I totally get that. But that's where we have to start thinking outside the box, right? And we have to have somebody like me telling you, what about this? How about we do that? Did you think about this? Like, you need that other person to be able to help you think outside the box, right? Because you're so busy doing X, Y, Z that you may or may not care about social media. And if you do, you may or may not have time to think about that or to pause for a minute and do a Facebook Live or pause for a minute to do a Facebook post. Even though it sounds simple, right? It sounds super easy. It takes maybe 30 seconds depending on what route you go, all of that stuff. But it's this mixed with all of the other things in the pile, right, that you're dealing with. So as I was there this morning and I'm thinking about all this stuff, right? I'm thinking about what we should do, how we should go about it, what angle, what page, all this stuff. Like I was in go mode. And I realized that is what we as business owners, right? I include myself in there because when I'm not working at an event or with a client, I still have that same thing to do for myself. We don't think necessarily about the little things that we could be sharing on social media because we're so wrapped up in doing the work, which is why you need somebody else to be there to help you and coach you. So we were doing this morning, and it was awesome because it's where we got to really get some good footage that would have not been captured otherwise, in terms of a Facebook Live. And then for me, which you'll see in this video, after this broadcast, you can see in the post below, but you'll see in the video that I was fortunate enough to have somebody at the event actually hold my phone using my tripod, which I love. It's my tripod selfie stick. It's the best thing ever. You can see it on edtalktv.com. But that is what was cool. I started my Facebook Live. So here's what I did. Here's the behind the scenes, okay? So I knew in my head that I had to speak. I paid attention to when I was going to have to go up, meaning I knew who the speaker before me was. And so at that point, I got everything ready on my phone. I started to go through and type up my post. I tagged the location, or I tagged the people I was with. I checked in with the location, and then I had Facebook Live ready to go. Then, as it got closer, I went live. And I think it's the first, I mentioned it in the comments, but I think it's like the first 7 minutes is kind of like just other people talking and me just kind of whispering to you guys. But then after that, I think 7 minutes and 48 seconds is when I come to the table. And that's where it really kicks off. But I did that so that, one, I was prepared. Two, I was getting the content, right? I was going live and I was getting content. But three, I also give you an insider's view. Like, I'm in the back, literally by the bathrooms, whispering to you. Actually, you could actually hear it really good, but I thought you weren't going to be able to hear anything. And I'm whispering to you guys, letting you guys know what's going on, that I'm getting ready. Let me tell you, just like anything, I was nervous. I know. I was nervous. And I was like, oh, are these nerves going to calm down? Because like I got to show up and deliver like crazy right now. Like, this is go time. I got to do this. And so then what happened was I went live with some of you on my personal profile, and I felt a little bit calmer. I was like, okay, I'm shaking out those nerves. I'm getting them out. I'm hanging out with people that watch me, that hang out and talk, and people are encouraging and everything. And so then right before I went on, my time came up for me to go, I handed it over to somebody who I had talked to prior to the event starting, who was willing to film me. All he had to do was hold the camera. He did a great job. And I talked to him beforehand though, right? Like, are you picking up what I'm saying here? Like, you have to plan ahead of time some of these things. They're going to change. Anything can happen. My camera guy, who was just my camera guy for the moment. I didn't really have a camera guy. But my camera guy for the moment could have been pulled in 5 other different directions. Therefore, I maybe wouldn't have gotten the footage, right? But thankfully I did. Thankfully, he did an amazing job. You'll see, he didn't just get me, because that's not what it's about, right? Like it's cool, show me for a minute, but what I wanted captured is exactly what he got. He got me, he got my audio, which was the most important part, and then also around the room. You guys, I had over 100 people this morning that I talked to. Over 100 people! That's more than who shows up here live on my show, right? It's crazy. And this was live and in person. I couldn't hide. I couldn't just flip my camera to my screen and just talk to you guys. Like, it was all me in front of 100 plus people. Like, this is crazy, right? And these people are business owners, nonprofits, like local community, all of that, like all mixed into one. So it was awesome. It was so much fun. And what was great is that it got all of that in the video. And then you get me coming back like, yeah, like this was good, showing the excitement. And it's that kind of material that not only makes it fun for you, the business owner, the person that's always doing the work, right? But it makes it fun for your audience. That's what's big. That's what you have to remember. Like, that's the stuff that you want to try to get, even if it's just something small. You'll see that I posted some photos. Even on my Instagram, I did some photos. I didn't take them. Thankfully, somebody else took them and caught moments that you guys don't normally get to see of me, because I'm usually the one taking all the photos and the videos. So you get to see some of these candid moments of me, holding my phone, holding the coffee, and holding paperwork while talking to somebody. Like, the multitasking that and we both do. I know you do it. Right? Like, how many of you guys do that where you're multitasking, whether in person or at home? Like, that's just how we do it, right? Let me just check Mickey here. What a great tip for us to keep these pre-speaking actions in mind. Yeah. You guys, like, I'm saying, I'm giving you guys some of this, are we on the same page? It's here, it's there, like, like without me having to, yeah, you got it. Okay, cool. Just making sure. So, yeah, that's the thing. Like, you have to think about it before you get into the game, right? Like, it's part of your practice. It's part of your reviewing the game plan, right? Is you have to think about these things and then determine, is there a way for you to get somebody to do it? Listen, with my selfie stick tripod, I'm going to pop this off. Is that okay? I'm going to take the webcam off so I can show you that. Is that okay with you guys? We still have time. I want to show you this because it ties into what we're talking about. So let me go ahead and take this off. I'm going to hold the camera and I want to show you guys this. So this is the selfie stick tripod, right? Like, this is a movable head that you can move either way. Then it has the tripod. And then I forget how far up this can go, but this can stand pretty high. And I got only one hand. I can't pull it out anymore. So I'm going to put you guys back on here because I want to show you what we're talking about, or talk to you more. Let's see if I can get that correct there. So, see if I can get you guys. I probably just totally messed that up, but that's okay. I want to see if... Okay, cool. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. And again, it's equipment, right? But I think that's like $20. I'm not saying you have to go get anything expensive. But that is worth it because it makes your life easier when you go to take photos, when you go to take videos, go live, all of that stuff. Now here's the thing. I had already started scoping out. I got to the event early this morning before game time. I showed up early. I scoped the place out. I thought, what if no one can hold this for me? What am I going to do? Where can I put this? Can I put it on a table? Can I just set it and forget it while still keeping an eye on it because I don't want nobody stealing my phone, right? So you have to think about these things ahead of time and then realize that anything can happen, right? I mean, you may be able to set it on a table and then realize once the thing starts that you can't have it up. That's fine. You may have somebody take over and film it, but then at the last minute they have to give it back to you or whatever. Like, we made it work. The cool thing is, you guys have to go watch that video. It's so much fun. The cool thing is, go see what I had the audience do. I'm not even going to give it to you. I'll just tell you. Go see what I had the audience do. And that's the kind of stuff that you want to bring to the table, right? Like, you don't want to just show up and say, okay, so this is great. If you want to go on Facebook, you can just click here and share, tell people what you do. No, you want to get up there and say, listen, you guys have free tools and resources right there in your pocket. Like, pull out your phone. Who has Facebook? Yeah, go tap on that and then here you go. Boom, done deal, right? For audience participation, right? Right, Tammy? See, Tammy knows what's up. She saw it. Yes, and you guys, that was stuff that I thought about right before going on stage. Like, it's not something I thought about early this morning or yesterday or the day before. Literally this morning. It was playing in my head while the nerves were going on, while I was thinking of how I was going to organize my thoughts. Literally, I'm thinking, okay, how am I going to get the audience pumped? How am I going to get them prepared? You know, I almost was going to have them stand up, but I paid attention because prior to me going up in front of everyone, prior to that, there was already a exercise that people did where they had to stand up a couple times. So that I was like, okay, cool. Like, they've already broken the ice. They've already kind of, loosened up a little bit. We're not even going to worry about that. Let's do something else. And they loved it. I loved it. It was so much fun. And I was really, really surprised. I was really surprised with how energetic everyone was, for being early in the morning, for having me, this random tech dude, up in front of them. It was awesome. So there it is. Oh, by the way, this is my shirt. I don't know if you guys got to see it, but this is my shirt from this morning. It's really cool. Let me turn around to the back so you guys can see it, hopefully, because I can't see you. There you go. So that's the thing. And that's another thing for events. It's fun to have t-shirts if you can afford it, for your big events. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. And so here's the other thing, you guys, before we go here, is talking about this event, talking about going through and utilizing the tools and resources you have, understanding that these Facebook Lives are just the tip of the iceberg. Like, you're just breaking through if you go live. Like, that's like, it opens up a whole new ball game. Now, I don't think I told you this yet. Well, I guess I have to tell you because it ties into what our topic today, how you can get your next client. So if you couldn't tell, all of this stuff leads up to what I'm about to tell you next. But still watch today's video from earlier. So the power of social media, the power of going live, that is how you're going to get your next client. For those of you who are looking to get another client. But it doesn't just happen because you just went live or that you just posted something, right? It happens naturally. And what I mean by that is, the reason I got to go to this event and the reason why I'm actually working with the local nonprofit is because we met during unfortunately a devastating time in my area when we had the huge wildfires, like the worst in California history. And I realized that when I came across their Facebook page, one of the links was broken. So I simply sent a message via Facebook Messenger to let them know that one of their links was broken. And then after that, I received a message back thanking me, them wanting to fix it. I went in and donated my time to go through and help them a little bit with their Facebook page. And then from there, the conversation carried on. They followed me. This is back in October, okay, that all this started. They followed me. They realized that I knew what I was talking about, right? They enjoyed working with me that time I came in. I did some more volunteer work outside of just marketing and things like that. Then from there, they watched my Facebook Lives, Ed Talk TV, and realized that the universe was calling them and telling them, Ed is your guy. That's who you need right there. And it's because I put in the work with putting myself out there and just being helpful, just providing value and showing up and delivering and engaging all the time, right? Each day. That's what we do. That's what you do. And so that's the power of social media, and that's how you're going to be able to get your next client even when you're not looking for them, right? Like, I wasn't looking for anything besides just helping. And thankfully, this came along and was exactly what I wanted, exactly what I needed. And it is an amazing experience. And I get to share that with you guys live here. And that is exactly right, Erica. Like, you guys don't know. Like, I'm not just saying, I had to give you that real life experience because I'm not just saying go live, it's going to change everything. No, like, you do have to go live because it builds you. You know, like today when I went and spoke at the event, like, I needed to realize that it's just, I had to remind myself, let me back up. I had to remind myself that it's just like going live every day here with you guys. But instead of a camera in front of me and the option to say goodbye by hitting finish, I had over 100 people in front of me that I had to look at face to face and have energy and ready to go and explain things in a way that they're going to understand, right? So that all came from the work that I've put in. That's all been building up over time, right? And it's only going to lead to more events, more speaking gigs, all of that stuff. So don't think that just going live is just to meet Facebook's needs, just to get your post a little bit higher on the news feed, hope that somebody likes or loves it or shares it or comments. Like, that stuff is great. That's all bonuses, remember? Your only job, your only job is to show up, deliver, and engage. That's it. That's all you have to do. And when you do that, while providing value, you're good. You're golden. Everything else will come in its time. And it's true. And you can see from my story that I just shared with you. You'll see that in the video from this morning's speaking event where I spoke. Like, that's where it's at. Let me just see here. So amazing, and I'm not surprised. Thanks, Chrissy. Yes, I've been pitching my book. Oh, Eric, I'm going to put this on the screen so I can read it. Yes, I've been pitching my book face-to-face to indie bookstores this week, and I just pretend I'm live. Yeah, and it has made such a difference in your confidence, right? I love it. And you have been going live a lot more, and I'm so excited about that, and it's so much fun. And like Mickey, I know that you have been doing that. You have now Mondays with Mickey from watching this show and having everything like help and motivate and inspire you to get out there. I know I get private messages from people who aren't doing live yet, but they're preparing. You know, somebody just bought the Facebook training that I have, literally, well, this afternoon, and then yesterday afternoon. Both times, people were like, one said, one had reached out and was like, Ed, do you have any training around Facebook Live and all of that? I said, yeah, here you go. Boom. They bought it. Happy. They're ready to go. Today, awesome. I'm ready to buy. I just want to let you know that I just bought your training. It's not really a course. That's probably going to come next, but it's just a small training. And then they were like, I'm so ready. Like, I'm so excited. They were so excited that they were able to finally buy something from me that they needed, right? Like, because I don't want you buying anything unless you need it. Like, that's not what we're about. Like, you need to get what works for you, right? Like, don't spend the money unless you need it to spend the money. And so that makes you just feel good. And so understand that it's not just about hitting that go live button, but it's about you showing up and delivering and engaging with the people that are around you and the people that want to see you, the people that want to hear and learn from you. And let them come in and out of your live broadcast. Let them watch the replay. Let them share. Do all of that stuff. Because at the end of the day, you did your job. You showed up, you delivered, and you engaged. And that's the most important part, right? Like, showing up and delivering is huge, but that's kind of just getting to the launch phase, right? Like, you just launched it. Now you actually have to do the work, which means engaging. And you have to follow up with those comments. You have to show some emotions if you're on Facebook, using the little emotion emoticons. I don't even know what to always call them. So really understand and do that. You have also helped us give confidence. Oh yeah, thank you, Erica. I appreciate that. I appreciate that because, I know how hard it is. You guys know, I told you, believe it or not, I am a shy guy. From 4 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I may not be, but I really am in real life. So understand that it's just one of those things like, when we are where we need to be and we know at least something that we are passionate about and that we love to talk about, we're going to do the thing. Like we're going to do it and make it happen. And that's why we have to do it. Yeah, Chrissy spoke in front of hundreds of people. I was so excited for her. Hundreds of people. Let me move that up a little bit. Last week, and was so scared, but made myself do it, and then carried on being visible all day. Yeah, that's the big thing, right? That's a big one, is to be able to do that. Oh, Chrissy, thank you. You guys are too kind. You guys are too good. You guys are good. You guys are good. What can I say? It's just like, it's one of those things that I am just so grateful that I took the chance on myself, that I invested in myself 3 years ago and said, this is what I need to do. It's now or never. I joke about it, but I always say that I feels like I retired at 30, which is awesome. It will be in the book. Don't worry. But it's really cool because I'm doing what I love, and you guys are sharing that right now, knowing that it's exactly what I'm... See, I can't even speak. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. You guys get what I'm talking about, though. It's awesome to be able to be here and provide value, help educate you guys. You guys teach me things. You guys help me grow. And from there, we just keep moving forward. It's that teamwork equals success. And we just do it, and we'll make it happen. See, they're starting to get up. I got the dogs back there. So anyway, I did my homework and I had a plan before I went in. Yes, Chrissy, that's it. And by the way, you guys, real quick, Chrissy, remember you guys, we had that embrace the silence, where we wanted to embrace the silence more because that's where we'll get the clear thoughts and everything. Chrissy actually made the time. She didn't think she was going to, but she made the time. And if I remember correctly, it was an hour that she gave herself where she embraced the silence before her big day, even though she didn't think she could. And it did a miracle for her. It was everything for her. So awesome job, and it does work. We just have to remind ourselves and force ourselves to do that. So you are so welcome. Thank you guys so much. What an awesome show. Don't forget to go check out that live that I did this morning. It's below this post. And I look forward to hanging out with you guys and talking with you tomorrow. If nothing big comes up, I think tomorrow we're going to be talking about a new social media platform and why it's getting some heat. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. All right, guys, have a fantastic night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya. This episode is sponsored by Stupid Easy. Easily create, share, and sell your online courses. Discover more at stupideasy.com.